Bro, I watched this movie like on fucking Tuesday. It's already out of my mind.
How could it possibly be out of your mind?
I watched this movie like yesterday. It's already out of my
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the 183rd edition of Cinema Effect. I'm Zach, and I'm joined by my fellow Hans Zimmer appreciator, Jaden.
G'day.
G'day. Was Hans Zimmer in your Spotify Wrapped?
No. Actually, where's your Spotify? You haven't fucking sent you through yet, coward.
Mine's embarrassing. I don't know.
You gotta fucking
Where's your soundtrack?
Yeah.
You know, rundown.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel inadequate because it's like, to be fair, it was almost triple the amount of minutes than last year.
Bro, did you see right? It's like you can't feel inadequate.
I'm just insecure about it, aren't I?
Yeah.
And we've of course got our resident RSS and PTA's number one fanboy, aka Fitzy, aka Liam.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Any soundtrack people on your Spotify Wrapped?
No, I think that was last year, but Scott, I think soundtrack was on my top category. It's like 4th or something. But yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Did everyone get like the little clip from an artist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine was
unless your top artist is dead already.
Oh really? Mine was Shakira.
Oh, you got Shakira?
She was speaking Spanish. It was really funny.
Wait, she didn't speak any English?
No. Wait, what the fuck, bro? They think I was Spanish.
No subtitles?
No, they didn't give me any help at all.
It's great.
Yeah.
Is it because they assume all of her like top listeners must be Hispanic?
I listened to like some of her Spanish songs this year, so maybe they just assumed, you know.
Right. Okay. Wait, who'd you get, Jan?
Leather.
Oh, cool. He or she speaks English?
Yeah, she speaks English.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I got Nicholas Britell, which was great. I love that.
Yeah.
And he
was my thing also.
Oh, also, but he was my number 2. So I guess that means like it depends if your number 1 doesn't have a video. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, some of the artists don't respond to the email. Apparently.
Yeah, that's literally what it would be.
Yeah.
They didn't send anything in. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, I guess for me, Kevin Kiner like doesn't check his emails. That's basically what that confirms.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinema Effect, the podcast where we review and talk about a different movie every single Monday. And this week, that movie is Leo, which was uploaded to Netflix on November 21st, 2023. It was directed by 3 dudes, again. Robert, I say again because Spider-Verse this year had that. Robert Marianetti, Robert Smigel, and David Watchenheim. I think that's right. Wait, did Nimona have 3 directors too? I think it did.
I can't recall.
I think it might have. Don't quite.
That's ancient history, man.
It really is. I think, are we going to do like a direct ranking between this and Nimona? Netflix animated movies this year. This was an animated comedy, and the synopsis says, a 74-year-old lizard named Leo and his turtle friend decide to escape from the terrarium, I was going to say, yeah, that's right, of a Florida school classroom where they have been living for decades. I love how the synopsis refuses to name the turtle friend. It's like part of the joke. All right, Jaden, what do you think of Leo?
Look, I'm a big Adam Sandler defender. I love his shit. You know, apart from Uncut Gems.
So you like his bad shit?
Yeah.
And got it.
And but watching going into this movie, I saw a little bit of praise for it, especially like in comparison to like Wish. I was seeing like people were saying it's better than Wish and all that shit. So I was like, oh yeah, it can't be that bad. But it's awful. It really is. It really is just bad. And it all starts with Sandler's fuck ass voice that he uses for the lizard. Like it is just horrid. It is really bad. I don't know why he gets in the booth and he chooses to do that, and like why every director that's on this fucking project thought it was okay.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
And like the singing is just terrible. And like Andy says in his reviews, they're not even singing songs; they're just singing dialogue. And it just sucks. And like the message isn't. Like, the message is cute, but not cute enough to, like, rescue the film. And, like, there's, like, maybe 2-3 funny moments. Because I did remember I did laugh at something. I can't recall what it was now. But, like, it was poor. I was let down because I was expecting something better.
Liam, what did you think of Leo?
Yeah, no, I pretty much agree with everything. I made it through this movie. I survived.
You survived.
Yeah, I agree about Sandler's voice because everyone else in the film is like doing their normal voice, like Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Just sounds exactly like Bill Burr, and then Sandler is like really hamming it up. His voice is stupid. I agree. And yeah, the singing was painful too, and I don't know. I agree. I agree with everything Jade said pretty much.
I think was it Sunday night that we were playing Overwatch and you complained to me and you were like, "Why the fuck are we doing Lear?" And I defended it. I was like, "Oh no, it's meant to be pretty good apparently and all this shit." No, you're right. No, you're completely right.
Wait, had you watched it at that point yet, Fitzy?
No, I was just the poster just made me angry. I don't know. I was taking my sleep deprivation caused by Luke out of the film, but still justified in the end.
Oh my god, guys, I really liked this movie. It exceeded all my expectations. I honestly, reading Luke and Annie's reviews was an experience because it sort of made me. I don't know. I thought I'd probably like it the most, but like when I started reading their reviews, it was hilarious because I sort of went in thinking, "Oh, am I going to die on this hill alone?" And because I don't know, I sort of more expected we'd come in and go, "It was fine to pretty good," or something like that. And then they came in pretty pretty sarcastic, and I was like, "Oh, okay." This is the second best animated film I've seen this year, next to behind Spider-Verse, obviously. Imagine if I said it was better than Spider-Verse. I thought it was really funny, and I was like significantly less conscious of the time than I usually would be watching any of these movies. Let me put it this way: this movie flew by better for me than Nimona and the Sea Beast, and both movies I think are pretty good. So I just want to put that into context. Where Fitzy says he survived it, I was thriving in it. You know what I'm saying? So, please go ahead.
No, I somehow knew that this would be. What about the singing? How did you feel about that?
It was. I enjoyed it. It was so.
Oh my god! I fucking knew. I fucking knew that Leo of all films would be your film that would be an exception to your stupid fucking rule. Like, you don't mind when it's in West Side Story by Steven fucking Spielberg, but when they sing in Leo, you love it. Like, come on. How can you enjoy? Oh my god!
Hang on. I wouldn't say I love the singing, but I thought it was like it added to the comedic experience of the film. You know what I mean? It was silly, but it was all. Hang on, all the singing was meant to be silly. Like it was dumb. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the singing. I'm not gonna lie. Admittedly, when the kids broke into song right away, I think they start singing before, like, it's the first thing that happens in the movie. When that happened, I was like, oh no. And then for you guys, that oh no didn't go away. But for me, I gave it a few minutes, and then 10 minutes into this movie, I was like, I realized, oh, this is working for me. Like this is just hidden. You know what I mean? We'll see where the bloody river takes us with this. I got no idea what's happening. But Adam Sandler's performance, I totally agree with you. It's so stupid, but it's like so stupid it's amazing, in my opinion. Like, I couldn't get over it. And then when he started singing in it, I was like, oh, this is gold. It's like I don't know. I feel like his direction. Like, what was his direction given? I feel like it was.
This is a tax break. Just do whatever you want.
Just do whatever you want. Yeah. Because you could tell it's him. It wasn't like he was trying to transform his voice. You could tell it's him basically, like, trying to sound like, I don't know, like the R word that's redacted on this show. You know what I mean? It's like that was kind of the vibe. And yeah, I don't know. I just enjoyed it. But come on, tell me that you didn't get a kick out of Bill Burr just doing his thing in an animated movie?
Not really. No, I didn't get much value out of that.
Ah.
I'm not. I don't care too much for Bill Burr, but I know that Spooky did. So
You're
I
not
know
so
that
much.
you
Oh,
would've-
you're not really a Bill Burr fan in general.
Yeah, I just don't care for him. I don't know.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. I thought he like him. Yeah, I mean, obviously in contrast to Sandler, it's pretty weird the fact that he's just being Bill Burr. I probably wouldn't have. Maybe Adam Sandler should have just done his own thing, like his regular voice.
I
But-
think Sandler's got like a gravelly enough voice, and like that he can play the
Anyway.
lizard fine, and like he
Mm,
he can ham it up a bit, but like it's too far.
too far. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to, in this kind of experience, to like, in this kind of film, in this kind of cinema, to, explain exactly like all the things I really loved about it, because like, they're just jokes. They're just like, I can just read off a list of jokes if you want. Like, just watch the movie. All the basically 90% of the jokes I thought were funny. This movie had me laughing in certain bits they did, like significant, like probably the most of any movie this year. And I don't know, like what you dude, get Bill Burr as a turtle saying the line, "That kid's going to be carried off a plane by the cops one day," and it's just like, yeah, that's Bill Burr, as a turtle saying that, and it's like, yeah, that's perfect, So that definitely got me.
That was one of the two things I laughed at, I think. That
was it?
And like the bit where they want to go to other classrooms so they can like learn addition and the alphabet and stuff like that, so that they can learn.
Oh, when they like trigger the fire alarm.
Yeah, but it's like a recurring bit that they want to go to a different classroom to like
Right.
become more knowledgeable.
Yeah, because they're stuck in year one or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it? Grade?
Year 5. Yeah. Why is
Year 5.
grade 5 like the top grade?
Because it's the American system.
Elementary school. Because then they have middle school and then high school. They have 3 schools.
Because middle school's 6, 7. Oh no, isn't middle school 5, 6, 7, 8?
That's what I thought.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Maybe
never
they
knew the
mean
answer to that anyway.
Maybe they mean there's like preppers like year 1, so they're really in like year 4.
Right?
Wait, how old were they? 10 or 11? Some shit.
They were 11, I think.
11. How old were
Yeah.
we in grade 5? 11, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I turned 11 in year 5 personally.
Yeah.
Just went into it as
Oh.
10.
I don't think it's an important detail.
Oh, I think it's thoroughly important, Jen. Well, but the thing that confused me, actually, now that you're bringing this up, so they were trying to get into more advanced classes. Aren't they in the top class?
Yeah, but like the thing is, like they learned addition in earlier levels, so they weren't teaching it at that time.
Got it. It was assumed knowledge. Makes perfect sense. Wow. Thank you for answering my convoluted plot question for Leo, Jen. Okay. No, that's good. I laughed at a lot. What? Okay, so that was the second thing you laughed at. Jaden, can you remember anything you laughed at?
Oh god. No.
I could tell. I really appreciated that because I could tell. You were really thinking about it. I could tell.
Yeah.
No, I respect that. I don't know. The banter was good in that first scene when they're just talking and shit. I mean, of course, I'm talking about the turtle. What was his name again?
Squirtle.
Squirtle. Yeah. That was me doing a bit.
Yeah,
But-
I thought, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
The
very
laws of
much.
the universe make no sense in regards to their talking, though. Sometimes they're talking openly and no one hears them, but then all of a sudden, when they're talking to the humans, they can hear them. Or are we meant to
Right.
assume they're speaking
Right.
in tongues when they're conversing with each other?
Right. It's some sort of like assumed translation for the audience going on.
Mm.
I don't think so. But also, I guess you could have argued, they're in their little glass container thing, whatever that. Oh, the terrarium. I'm sorry, should have remembered that from the synopsis. Therefore, they can't be heard. But they speak to the kids through it like multiple times.
Mm.
So yeah, that's a good point actually.
Mm.
It's bullshit. I'm dropping this a point now. I thought all that banter was funny at the start. I thought bloody. I'll tell you what I thought was funny. When you have the photo collages of like the kids graduating and the transition, you know what I mean? Like when we graduated, you had our year 7 photo and then our year 12 photo. for everyone when they did that bit where it was like the kindergartners to the grade 5s, and it was like because the kindergartners look like bloody little demented rats in this movie.
Mm.
And then they did that crossfade. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. The Alexa was pretty funny. Or the drone or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, the
Can't
drone. I
remember
like
what
the
different-
drone. Yeah, good point.
You like the drone?
I like the drone.
I'm glad you like the drone. When the drone was judging the dad, that was pretty funny. When it said like way to be a strong dad when the dad let the kids sleep in. That made me laugh.
I don't remember that. But the drone was pretty good.
Thank you. Did you like when the drone tried to commit suicide in the bin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good.
Most of the drone things I did like.
Good. Okay, see him raising each other up here, you know. I appreciate the film acknowledges what for me has been a recurring point of note for many years, and that is the what I believe Leo calls in the film the Justin Avalanche of '91. In that certain first names become incredibly popular for periods of time, and I thought that was funny. I don't know what the hell's going on in Florida where everyone's naming their kid Cole. Like that's terrible. I don't know what they're thinking with that, but apparently everyone's named Cole in this movie. But I don't know if you guys agree, but I think our great avalanche, if you will, of I don't know what would the year be like. The great avalanche of 14, maybe in our experience, would have to be the name Will.
Will's always been a popular name, though. I don't know if you can call it a recent.
Yeah, but like William or Bill. I mean, like specifically all the Wills. Will, the use of Will. You know what I mean? I feel like it's pretty hard to top that unless I don't know any competitors out there.
I don't know. I know
popular
4
names.
Zachs, so
that hurts.
Mm.
Well, I know.
Yeah, how many Jadens do you know? Yeah,
I know 2 Jadens, so.
How many
Yeah,
famous
I know.
Jadens do you know? Ah, Smith. Fuck.
Dude, I searched Jaden.
It's a pretty bad one.
I searched Jaden on Twitter once, and
What
like
came up?
all that came up was porn. Just literally everything.
Oops, I shouldn't say no.
I don't know why, but
Oh, is there a particular Jaden you know?
There is a particular Jaden that was a film star in that sense.
Got it. Male or female?
Female. I think she might have committed suicide a few years ago, though.
Oh,
If that's the one I'm thinking of.
okay. So, not the great Jaden Avalanche of 14. Personally, my line of the year so far was in this movie.
Came late in the year.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's coming late in the year because it all came in this movie, you know. And it was when the substitute teacher. Oh, here we go. Oh, they kept it. Okay, this could explode at any point. But it was when the substitute teacher said, you know, she tried to run off and she said, my stomach, I better go. And then Jason Alexander said, she's not going to make it. That was pretty good. Like, because she had diarrhea. Like, he thought that's what it was, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
no.
So, there's
This
that
was a
scene
line of
where...
the year to you.
What? Line of the year. So when Leo, so Leo's in like the substitute teacher's like handbag at the parents' function, or when she wins the Teacher of the Year award. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
And Leo's there in a bag or a coat or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
He's there making noise.
Oh,
And then she's like, "Oh, I got to go, my stomach." And then she starts running off, and then Jason Alexander says, "Oh, she's not going to make it."
Oh, I thought that was referring to just like in general, like she's not gonna. I don't know. Yeah.
No, it was like, "Oh, she's not going to make it to the toilet in time," you know.
Good one.
Oh my fucking god, Zach.
I'm really putting myself out there. You know what I mean? I'm unafraid at this point. That's what happens when you do this podcast for so long, I guess.
It's like a throwaway line, though, mate.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Maybe it's because I often think about like, you know, getting caught short. You know, it's a bit of an anxiety point.
Oh, getting caught short of the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, you reckon you're like 5 steps away and it just fucking all comes out?
Well, it's a real thing. You know,
Mm.
it happens. It happens to people.
You're a grown
You
man,
know.
Zach. Come on.
we'll share stories another time. You know what I mean? Okay. What about? Okay. So I believe it was you, Jane. You mentioned like the message of the film, like the positive. Right? Was it you?
Oh yeah, all the stuff about growing up. It like it didn't really do it to me because it's so like explicitly like dated in this current time period. Like obviously, like look, it's a film for kids. You know, we can acknowledge that. But like, it is so explicitly for modern day kids with their iPads and their drones and their Alexas and their Skibidi toilets and all that shit.
Right.
That all this shit about, you know, like the whole growing up message just it feels lost in that in kind of how entrenched it is in the modern day to me, you know, which is fine, you know. Not every kids movie has to be oriented towards me. But then even the stuff regarding like Sandler and his whole like, you know, I'm gonna die in the next year, like, I just didn't give a shit for it. In the end, despite how much it tried to push it. So yeah, like any kind of thematic thing that it had going, none of it functioned for me.
Gotcha. I feel like I could argue that. Like, is it fair to say that these Netflix animated movies, they get dumped, like no one watches them in like 2 months after they come out?
Probably.
So like they probably nailed what they were going for with the bloody you know, the social media culture of these kiddies. Otherwise, like, you know, no one's gonna watch it in bloody a year anyway. When there's some, I don't know, kids are doing crazy shit different. Probably not. I don't know. I kind of liked it. I thought like there were some pretty good lessons in there. The whole sort of recurring, well, the whole Leo's whole character of like basically being a child psychologist was actually kind of interesting, to be honest. And like I thought I could see kids watching this and resonating with a few of the different situations. Like I liked how when it became clear, oh, he's going to go to each kid and they're each going to have like some trouble at home, and you know he's going to like help them out with it. I thought, oh, okay, no, that's cool, because I can see a lot of kids watching this and like being able to relate to one or the other or whatever, you know, in some way. So no, I actually thought that was actually pretty good for kids and had some decent life lessons. Like, you know, personally for me, I don't know about Jane and Claire, didn't take this away from it, but I learned from this film that if you ask people questions, you become instantly popular. So simple.
Yeah.
You know, simple life hack right there.
How did that make you feel, Zach?
Wow, Liam, I don't know what just came over me, but I like really like you now, you know.
He's officially invited to the Christmas party.
Yeah, exactly. Was that something that happened to you guys, by the way? Like getting invites in primary school to parties and like had to keep it quiet because some people weren't invited? Or did you ever do that?
I don't think I had to keep it quiet. No, I think it was all very open, you know.
Right, that some people just weren't invited.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty brutal, I guess, but
I went to public school. Shit was brutal.
Sure. I mean, I respect that. It's better than... No, we definitely had that for sure. In Perth, people didn't give a... Well, people were brutal. They like tried to hide it. You know, everyone was trying to hide that you were invited to a party. I've definitely invited people to parties and told them to... I mean, it was mainly probably my mum, to be honest. But, you know, I was contributing to the culture of inviting kids to parties and keeping it quiet because little Timmy over there wasn't invited. You know what I mean?
Toxic little asshole.
Yeah, straight up. Honestly, did that? Did you recognize that at all, Fitzy, as the thing that happened in your life?
I think so. I think I was invited to most parties, but I think some were. Most, yeah. Operative word.
That was noteworthy for me, just because I realized I hadn't, obviously, because why would I hadn't thought about that as a thing in like 15 years.
Yeah.
As like, I guess that kids at this age have to go through. But again, another one of those things that reminded me, like, oh yeah, actually that is relatable. I can relate to that. So it's a pretty good inclusion, actually. I am surprised though, Fitzy, you weren't all over the Babylon music number in this movie.
Which one?
Yeah, the music number where I think it's Jason Alexander's character when he does the.
Oh yeah.
He does all the. He does
the time.
And they even do the trumpet shot. Yeah, the watches.
That's cool.
Yeah, they did the
trumpet. That was in Akira, kind of.
Oh really?
Like a trumpet shot, like jutting out of the frame.
Yeah.
Into the frame, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just think of Giselle when I say that, even though like he probably took it from thousands of things. But yeah, were those actually were those clocks, watches? Were they sentient? What was that?
Yeah.
I think it's better not to question the logistics of animated films. You know, let them operate.
Right.
They're fun. You know?
Right. Mm. No, that's fair.
They need like a union, you know. They were being exploited by Jason.
They really
Alexander.
were.
Mm.
They really were. I mean, I thought he was great in the movie because he's great, but she's literally talking to me. I need to go for a minute. Feel free to please. I'm so curious as to see how you guys take this conversation with Leo.
I had a thought in my head I was preparing, but I've lost it now. Oh, fuck. Wait. If you got something, jump in.
Yeah. I got this sick multi kill, four kills in one as Cassidy. It was. No, I'm joking. I actually did though. I'll send you the clip later.
Oh, actually, you know, it's come back to me. Have you realized like how much Sandler is pushing his kids into his films? You know, like is really like he's really strongly trying to enforce this like nepotism thing. You know, I feel like other actor children come by it rather passively. You know, they're on set and then they get picked up every now and then all of a sudden they're a thing. You know, whereas Sandler seems to frequently collaborate with his children, you know, and like he wants them in his film, and he has them as the stars, you know, like his kids were the main two girls in this film.
Oh, okay.
The one that speaks a lot, and then the rich one. But then like even in his like in that last one we did about like the I don't know the bar mitzvah one or whatever, like he starred in that, and then his two kids starred in that as well. Like he's really forcing his kids into his film, and it's no one's really saying anything about it. Which look, I don't have an issue with nepotism. I think it's fine, you know.
You say that right as I come back.
Like you know, kids naturally, I think, drift towards the roles of their parents, and obviously, if you're going up in that space, it's going to be better for you to be in that space, whatever. But like, feels like Sandler's really pushing it.
I didn't even know his kids were in this, but salient point, Jade.
How much less do you think of Adam Sandler that he had a writing credit on this movie?
Does he have a writing credit on this?
He's one of the 3 writers on this movie.
That disappoints me. I thought this guy was funny.
Adam, I think you're really funny. Don't worry about it.
Well, it was Happy Madison Productions, was it?
Yeah, that's his production company.
Yeah. Right. So I imagine he has a lot of control.
Are you familiar with Sandler's filmography? Like how many Sandler films have you seen? Yeah,
I don't know. I've missed there's quite a gap, to be honest. I haven't seen The Waterboy and all that shit. I've seen Click. As far as silly Adam Sandler films go, that's actually a decent movie.
Yeah,
but
You see,
I haven't seen his Lester stuff.
I think he's got a really solid filmography, and like I love the Happy Gilmores and your Billy Madisons and your Clicks is a great one as well, and Grown Ups. But then I even like some of his poorer products. His Hubie Halloween. I fucking loved Hubie Halloween. I thought it was hilarious.
Right.
But this one is a real stinker.
Is it so hard to understand that this is my Hubie Halloween?
Kind of.
I don't know what that is, but I presume it's like more trashy Adam Sandler.
It was one of his more recent Netflix live ones, and I thought it was really great. Yeah.
Right.
He actually uses his R word voice in that one a little bit too.
His R word voice. Yes. Yeah. Wait, is that okay? Because then he did the murder mysteries as well on Netflix. Have you seen those?
I haven't seen those. No.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. We'll get to it a little bit in Andy and Luke's reviews in a minute, but the animation, I presume we thought it was pretty poor, or it was fine. I presume we're talking in a scale of acceptable to terrible on this. I don't think anyone's going to say the animation was amazing.
I think it was fine.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah. I thought it was fine too. A little bit on the generic side probably, but And it didn't, it wasn't. It screamed, I don't want to say budget. That's a bit unfair, but it didn't feel high production value, so I'll put it that way. But, I thought it was fine. I thought it was serviceable. Fuck it. Let's get to Luke's review for Leo. Luke wrote in and said, "What an utter waste of time. What a senseless film, which serves no purpose whatsoever. In case you were wondering, yes, Adam Sandler has nothing better to do with his life." Wow. The only thing worse than his sloppy, gravelly voice over is the uninvited sing-songs, which remind the audience that this film cannot pick a lane on the highway that is cinema genre. With inconsistent logic. Jan already brought that up with the voice thing. One-dimensional characters and animation which leaves much to be desired. The list of things better to spend 1 hour and 42 minutes of one's life doing includes eating bricks and drinking disinfectant. A wonderful experience the whole family will enjoy. 8 out of 10. Thank you, Luke. I also want to thank you because I thought that was an entertaining review, and it's much better than your Letterboxd review, and thank you for not having me read that in the ongoing saga of me having to read Luke's Letterboxd reviews. Andy wrote in a review also, and he said, "Originally, I wanted to watch a Shaw Brothers Kung Fu film, but thought I would smash this out instead before you guys record. I might watch the other 2023 film Leo pretty soon and make up for this shit show." What, is there another one? Do you know of this?
Yeah, it's also on
Really?
Netflix, but it's
That's really confusing.
It's like it's an Asian film.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Netflix. At no point did they think, "Oh, we can't pick up this other one because we already have a Leo." They just didn't care.
Didn't they change the name of the Mitchells and the Machine?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because it was too similar to something else.
Yes,
but they're fine with leaving Leo and Leo.
Picked up a new hire there at Netflix in that role, I guess. To keep this shorter, this is too annoying to be a musical. Even if it has a wholesome lizard with a stupid, cringy voice and upbeat life lessons for kids, Adam Sandler and the kids sing just as terribly as Emma Stone. I thought they were better than Emma Stone. They don't even sing any songs either. Just simply interested in breaking into music to piss off Zach for this upcoming episode. But yeah, pretty much on par with what Dr. Luke thought on his great review of the film, and handy assessment on Sandler's career. 8 out of 10 as well. Jen, how do you feel about Luke doing the reverse psychology of his traditional bit of scoring things lower? Now he's like scoring things higher, you know?
I think it's a fine bit he can commit to. Yeah.
Yeah. I quite like it too. Because now it's like the score, what does it mean? It's nebulous, you know? But then I can just look on his Letterboxd and see the real thing.
His genuine thought, yeah.
Yeah. In Andy's case, the score doubled in his bit.
Yeah.
So it's significant, you know? How much longer can we sort of keep this slowly dragging on and Fitzy's losing his mind?
Yeah. I'll say, I mean, I'm just on Adam Sandler in general.
Go for it.
Yeah, I do generally like his, the charisma, the persona that he brings, but it's obviously very diminished in an animated film. Although he was good in Hotel Transylvania, I guess.
Yes, very good in Hotel Transylvania.
But yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel the connection to him in this film. It was lost by too many degrees. The voice, the animation. It was just not lost in the sauce. So.
But how is it lost in the sauce when Leo literally looks like him?
Does he?
Do you reckon? I reckon I can see Bill Burr in the turtle. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But wait, the turtle just looks like Uruguay, doesn't
he? Bill Burr looks like Uruguay then.
I guess so.
We have spoken. Let's get to our final verdicts for Leo. Liam.
I don't know, 4, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to be too hateful.
Oh.
It's a kid's movie, so I'll give it a 4.
Gotcha. I will say, first half of this movie, no cap, was going to give it an 8.
No cap.
Let me down. The second half definitely dipped for me a little bit. Like when they go on the whole, like it turned into serviceable kid stuff for me when they went, they went on the field trip and then they had to go find Leo in the jungle. I was like, yeah, okay, all right. They got into like 6 territory for me. Still fine, but like definitely significantly less funny in my opinion. And I could even see in my notes, like I took way less notes in the second half. I'm breaking down the pacing jaded in the same way I would like real cinema. So that sort of had me thinking, I'm probably going to give this a 7, but I'm genuinely between a 7 and an 8, and because of all the bits going on here, I absolutely am going to commit. Fuck you, I'm giving it an 8. Jaden.
I think I'm on par with Liam here. There's a lot I don't like, but there's a lot that's excusable given its target audience and its genre. Yeah, I just did not like it. And like in terms of you talking about like a ranking of Nimona and this, or just any of the other Netflix films we've seen like that are animated, this sits plumb at the bottom.
Fair enough. So you're giving it a 4?
Yeah, 4.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Let me tell you, if we can do it, anyone can. And that's thanks to Zencaster. Like a lot of other podcasts out there, our show is recorded over the web every week. But trying to record a podcast with platforms like Zoom and Discord can be an audio quality disaster. I'm sure you've heard some of the podcasts I'm talking about with long delays, sound cutting in and out. It is not pleasant. Zencaster captures studio quality sound for all of your guests right from your web browser. Zencaster's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. And with Zencaster's all-in-one platform, you can create and distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations all in one place. Go to Zencaster.com/pricing and use our code CinemaEffect to get 30% off your first month of any paid plan. That's Zencaster.com/pricing with promo code CinemaEffect with an E for 30% off today. Feel a sense of Zen with Zencaster. Okay, let's get into news chat / trailer talk. First of all, we all have now seen the Fury. I was going to say like Furiosa. The Furiosa trailer.
I want to see that movie.
I don't. It's called Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga. Has a trailer. This movie has been brewing for a long, long time. I feel like it's a old staple of news chat in like 2020, to be honest. So I'm glad that we finally have a trailer at this point. Jaden, Fury Road fan over here, what did you think of this?
Yeah, pretty solid, I guess. I don't know. I never saw the trailer for Fury Road, so I don't know like how it compares to it. But yeah, I do love Fury Road exceptionally. I think it was my first anime film I saw in theaters. So that was exciting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But I think this looks pretty great. The aesthetic is thoroughly grounded in Fury Road, and the cars, the characters, and all that shit. It calls it another Odyssey, so I do expect another 2-hour car ride.
Right.
Zachary, which I know that you're not particularly fond of.
Yeah.
But we should do Fury Road on this podcast to discuss this. Actually,
I'm down.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in almost 10 years.
Fuck, has it been that long?
That's the thing. Watching this trailer, I was thinking like, at the end of the day, I don't think it matters that much, honestly. Like, it was more of just a thought that popped in my head. Is it too late for this movie? Like, again, I don't think it actually matters that much. But like, really, is it too late? This movie's coming out 9 years after Fury Road. You almost like would have expected this in the like 2 or 3 years after.
No.
Just a thought.
No, it's not too late.
I don't think rules like that apply to George Miller.
Yeah, clearly not. Yeah. You could have argued like Mad Max Fury Road was like 40 years too late or whatever.
No, everything looks pretty solid from the trailer. I'm keen.
Cool. Fitzy, what did you think of Chris Hemsworth's nose?
Oh yeah, that was sick, dude. I was confused. Like, so he's Joe. I was just looking at the cast now because like in the trailer, he's like looking face to face with Joe. You know, is that confusing you guys, or is it just me?
I don't know any of the characters. Are you saying he's meant to be like the pale dude from Fury Road?
Yeah. But like in the trailer, he's like looking at him. Okay, maybe.
I didn't. From the trailer, I thought they looked like different characters to me.
Yeah.
Joe was also in it.
Right. Yeah. That's what it seems like. But
Yeah.
Was there a thing in where Immortan Joe called all his kids Joe? Is it, or was that, or am I dumb?
Like in the trailer?
No, like in the original like thing where like all his like all his offspring was called Joe as well. They weren't, were they? Or were they?
That would explain it though.
But yeah, it was a really good trailer. It was as Jane said, pretty much a exact copy of the aesthetic, the kind of dark oranges and deep blues and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for this film. I have a I rewatched Fury Road like last year or something and enjoyed it more. So I feel like, you know, it's a modern classic now. That's why they can make a sequel 9 years later. So
Prequel, yeah.
pretty cool. Good
That's
one.
true.
Apparently, this is
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth's first Australian film.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess so. Huh. Can't think of any others. That's
I think
true.
he's played Australian characters before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense. Wow, that's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, to me, this looked like Fury Road. I'm not a huge Fury Road fan, but definitely happy to rewatch it and change my mind. But my
Bro,
main
if you
takeaway,
were 14 when you saw fucking Fury Road, how do you not think it's a fucking awesome film?
I was bored by it. I'm not
You're
gonna lie.
fucking nuts, man.
But my tastes have changed though. Like I mean, it sounds like it should be in reverse.
Have
But
they?
like,
I mean-
I would have been bored by John Wick when I was that age too.
You
know?
just love Leo. Have you tasted?
Yeah, I would have hated Leo when I was 14, dude. So yeah, I don't know. There's weird shit going on there, but my main takeaways were heading into it. I'm like, Anya Taylor-Joy looks nothing like Charlize Theron, and then I was watching the trailer. I was actually, it actually kind of looked more similar than I thought. Like, I was sort of bought into that more than I thought I would. And the same thing with Chris Hemsworth. Like, I think it's cool that he's doing this. I think it's an interesting character for him to take on. Just not what I'd expect from him, from the little glimpse we've gotten. So I think that's cool to see. So I'm definitely in on those performances. And other than that, yeah, we'll see. I don't know if we can tell a good story. You know, if it's cool action, maybe I'll like it this time. Got no idea, but I am open minded. Are you thinking we're going to do like we do Fury Road and then this on the show, Jaden, or are you thinking we do all the Mad Max, or what are you saying?
We could. I don't know. I just thought we should do Fury Road as a standalone, but yeah, I don't know.
Fury Road
we should definitely do
standalone,
Fury Road and Fury Road together. Actually, now that you say that.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't know. Is it worth doing all the others? I mean, I don't know how many there are, to be honest.
Well, I mean, they were filmed in Lara, so I mean, it would be nice.
That's crazy. Like the desert apocalypse of Lara.
Yeah. Well, the first one the one that's actually filmed in Lara is pre war.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Shit, maybe we should look into that. But okay, yeah, let's definitely do some Mad Max next year. We'll do something. I'm down for that. Very good. We also had a trailer for Ted, which is a new show prequel to the smash hit Ted franchise that I forgot existed. Jan, what do you think of this?
Yeah, when Andy said Ted, I thought it was a Ted Lasso prequel that we were talking about last week.
Right. I mean, I definitely would prefer that, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks fine, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's not something I'll watch at all because I don't even know if it'll be available in Australia. Where does Peacock things here? Fucking.
I think they can sort of go anywhere because I think they're then licensed separately. So, for example, the Continental's on Prime,
right?
And specific examples. Some go to Stan.
Okay. The trailer was okay. The humor seemed pretty on par. There was one part that made me laugh out loud, which was when they got high at dinner, and they're talking about, you know, like living an experience, and the dad's like, "Is there a fucking gas leak?" I thought that was quite good. But yeah, I don't know. Seems pretty standard set for McFarlane.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know if he wrote it or if he's just voicing and producing it or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seemed in that vein for sure. Are you a Ted fan, like the films?
Yeah, I do like Ted.
Okay.
Yes, I've watched it many a times because it was like one of the very few movies I had on my laptop back in the school days. So I was able to watch it.
It's sort of edgy, you know. Got that got that vibe. Like, oh, it's cool to watch, you know, Ted. This just made me think of this right now in this moment. Wasn't there that movie called Paul about an alien?
Yeah, I brought it up like a few weeks ago in Total Recall. Yeah, I brought it up because of the 3 tit things.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So is Paul good?
Yeah, Paul's great. Paul's very.
Is it
funny.
really?
I mean, okay. Great exaggeration, but Paul's very funny. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there is this like subgenre here I've never experienced of like generically named CG comedic films, you know, like Paddington. CG main characters. Paddington, exactly. Definitely very similar styles of humor there. But yeah. I feel like I don't know. There's something there. I think.
Paul's great because of its like stacked cast, you know.
Wait, is it? Who is in it?
Like Nick Frost and Simon Pegg and Bill Hader and Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. That's weird. Okay. Finally, we have the Fallout TV show released some images, which is cool. I assume so. There's already been like a little teaser. We know the date. It's coming in, isn't it April? I think.
I don't know.
I think it's March or April. We have the date. It's out there. You can look it up. For the Fallout Amazon TV show, we need a trailer. Must be coming soon with all these images and it being so close, like a full trailer. Yeah. So we'll definitely talk about that when it comes out. But these images, they look pretty damn good. Walton Goggins looks like a ghoul. You know, he looks like a ghoul. So they nailed that part of it. I like they nailed the jumpsuits. The power armor looks phenomenal in live action. They nailed that.
Yeah, I saw some people bitching that the scorch marks are in the same place on each suit. But like,
oh, who gives a fuck? Honestly, there's this. I'm looking at this really cool shot right now of yes, and all the choppers. That's great. That's great stuff. So, dude, I'm in for whatever this is. Mainly because I love Fallout, love the aesthetic, love the world. So that's a big checkbox. They're nailing the look of it, and then of course, Jonathan Nolan, Lisa Joy, tell us a cool story in Fallout. Sounds great. You know, right up my alley. What do you think of these?
Yeah, epic, very epic. Everything you said, aesthetic seems on point. It looks like they had everything they could pull from visually, and and they did it. They didn't change things that they didn't need to.
That's like the key with this, isn't it? All these things, all these adaptations.
It looks very exciting.
Cool.
But so it's like the presence of the Brotherhood of Steel dates it in like the Fallout 3, Fallout 4 era. Is that right?
Well, pretty much everything's in the Fallout 3, Fallout 4 era, right?
Like
my Fallout mostly takes place around like Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 take place at the same time, right? And I think like Fallout 76 doesn't, but like I think most of it's all pretty close around the same time anyway.
Okay.
It's just about geography,
Right.
So I presume this will also, I could be wrong. I presume this will also take place at the same time as Fallout 3 and 4, just in LA.
Okay.
I assume Ella Purnell is our main character. She's coming out. She's a vault dweller. She's like she's like our forced upon creator character, She's coming out of the vault. She's doing her thing. So that's cool. I'm down for that. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll definitely talk about the trailer when we get it soon. Now it's time for our highlights of the week. Fitzy, what have you been watching?
I watched Akira, a film from Akira Kurosawa. Who's really, the great Akira Kurosawa is really like revered and stuff.
Who's that?
He's the Japanese director. I've only seen this and Ron from him, but he did like Seven Samurai and Yojimbo and Rashomon. But this film was really great. You kind of like, it's about a middle-aged guy dying from cancer, and like you kind of see the poster on Letterboxd of him in a swing, and it kind of looks a bit like it's going to be like sentimental or like sappy, but it's really not. It's that for like 2 minutes when he first gets the diagnosis, but then it's a very like the film doesn't have any easy answers like a modern Hollywood film about cancer kind of would, or that you'd expect. So you kind of like see him run through all these different options about what to do, like with the rest of his time. Like at first he's kind of indulgent, and as I said, with like the no easy answer, there's no like comfort from like family or whatever, because him and his son don't really get along. His son's like unappreciative, and it's kind of like it's way more like cold than you'd expect from like its whole appearance. It's really fantastic. It's the cinematography is like awesome. I thought it'd be like way more just straight and simple, but it's like very like the structure is really interesting as well. It does something very unexpected like halfway through. I'd recommend it. It's definitely a special film. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been on my radar. As someone who, okay, I don't know if this is going to be triggering or hot. I don't know. It's probably a hot take. I don't know. But like, as someone who only Kurosawa I've experienced is like I've seen 2/3 of Ran, and I just couldn't finish it because for me, and this is what I want to know. Sort of like diving into more Kurosawa films is like the film's undeniably, like I'm talking about Ran, is got like incredibly well directed. Got like so much going on in every frame. Like you can see like the mastery on display on screen, like and all the crazy shit, like all the soldiers and everything that's going on, like in the frame is unbelievable. But I just couldn't watch it because the camera just doesn't fucking move. And it was just like I felt like I was watching like a goddamn security footage of shit because the camera just doesn't do anything for ages, you know? It's just such a static film that it was just a bit of a struggle for me to get into that. So my question is this a hallmark of Kurosawa, or was that a choice for that film?
Well, first of all, everything you just said was bullshit.
I knew it. I'm sorry.
But,
I just yeah.
I mean, it's static because it's framing like a very large, a very large scope. It's a very large scope. It's a very large image.
Yeah, no,
very
100%.
large battle
I
scenes
do
and
get
stuff.
that.
But
Yeah, the battle scenes were very cool.
I don't think it's a hard and fast rule, because Akira does have like a floating kind of the film's told in like third person as well, which is something I wasn't expecting. And so there's kind of this omniscient narrator and an omniscient like floating like camera, which kind of there's some cool like tracking shots and like, you know, overhead kind of. There's this cool shot of like an overhead from the crowd, and then it slowly like focuses in on Akira and shit like that. So yeah, the funny thing is like this also came like 30 odd years before Ran, and it's like the camera work is more like a substantial part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I like to know that. That's good. Am I saying the film's name wrong? You're saying Ran? I just thought it was Ran.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll just say Ran. I don't know.
Is Ran a name, or does it refer to Ran as the action?
I always thought it was just talking about. I thought it was just like.
Well, it's Japanese, but chaos. Ran.
Oh shit! Okay, fuck. It's probably not Ran then. It's almost definitely not Ran then. I thought it was literally just talking about Ran. Okay, now that makes sense. You know, the battle scenes in that movie are phenomenal. Like, I get it. I definitely get it. Like, it's.
But when did you try and watch this and fail? Like,
2 months ago. It was. The battle scenes were phenomenal, but it was just when we got like pretty much everything else. Like, anytime characters are talking to each other, I feel like I'm like I don't know. I feel like I'm watching a stage production, which is fine, but like,
that makes sense.
This is the guy that influenced Star Wars. You know, he thinks you find Star Wars static and boring.
No, because George Lucas knew what a close-up was when characters were talking.
But Ran is based on King Lear, which is a play. So if it feels playy or stagey, that does make sense.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Cool. I know. I might still go back and finish it because, like, I mean, the story's pretty straightforward. So, like, I think I should be fine. But
not very reassuring. But...
I'm sorry, Jaden.
I haven't really watched anything this week, and like to step on Liam's toes from last week, I did catch up on Invincible.
Oh yeah.
Actually, not no. I don't. You know. No, all right. Yeah, I won't step on Liam's toes, and you know, I watched the new Doctor Who. That dropped this week. Actually, I just remembered.
Oh, is this is the new actor in it now?
No, finally? David Tennant's back.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So they're doing this fucky thing where so Chibnall's leaving and they're bringing Russell T Davies back, and Russell T Davies wrote the first few series of New Who. And with Davies, he's bringing Tennant back for some reason that I guess we'll find out. Because when he regenerates, he's very confused. He's like, "What's this face again doing here?" And he brings back a previous companion in Donna. And Donna's fantastic, so that's all great.
Was Donna Tennant's companion?
Donna was Tennant's, third companion. Yes. It's a big step up in terms of quality, especially from one of the last Jodie stories in the Sea Devils. The Sea Devils is the worst Doctor Who I've ever seen. stepping up to this, which is called this new episode called the Star Beast. It's a significant rise, but like it's still nowhere near great Doctor Who, or good. Good's even pushing it, in my opinion, because there is. So Disney's bought Doctor Who out. Doctor Who is leaving the BBC for the first time. Well, not for the first time. The Yankees bought it out in '96, but then it failed, so they went back to the BBC.
Hey, what are you talking about? Disney bought it?
Yeah, sorry?
What are you talking about? Disney bought it?
Yeah.
They bought the franchise. What do you mean? What did they buy?
Oh, well, I don't know, but they would be distributing it from the future. And I think it's like a Disney production.
Disney Plus?
Yes.
Wow. Damn, I didn't hear that. That's wild. Okay.
Yeah. So with that, it comes with like a step of quality in kind of the production, but it's kind of unwelcomed. Because like the show was always naturally getting better in terms of production. And it kind of peaked with Jodie in season 11. Yeah, and it all looked great and stuff, but with this new Disney iteration, it feels too polished. The camera feels too smooth. It all feels too Hollywood for what Doctor Who has always been. And maybe we would have reached that stage eventually with BBC, but this is a jump to it, and it feels awkward. The story is nice in that it feels like a traditional New Who story from the early 2000s. It's not complicated. It's straightforward. Alien A, Alien B, bad things happen, good things happen. At the end of the episode, everyone's happy until they're not. Oh, I don't know. It was fine, but they've got a lot of ground to make up to make it good.
So is this a special?
Technically, it's getting called a special because so Tennant's becoming the 14th. So Tennant is officially the 14th Doctor now. He's the 10th and the 14th.
Okay, all right.
It's being
and the new guy's going to be the 15th.
Yeah, it's being labelled as a special, but it's got a full series run. It's got like a
limited series.
12 episodes, I think. Odd.
Oh shit! Okay.
So like it's I don't know. It'll be interesting.
So it's like an inter-season, but it's not counting as the next season.
Well, it is. I think it is, but they're still calling it the special.
Right. Well, that's weird. Okay. And then what is it going to end with the new guy?
I
don't know his
so.
name. I keep fucking
Shooty.
Shooty.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's really weird. I just learned a whole lot about Doctor Who. I didn't know anything was happening there. That's crazy. Okay. Thank you, Jaden. I want to use my time mainly just to ask Fitzy what he thought about Fair Play.
Oh. It was good. It was a fun movie. Both the main actors were really great. I thought she was way more interesting, and they gave her much more depth than the guy. But they both were super, they're both super engaging performances. And they kind of cut through it. Hedge fund environment was a cool kind of setting.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. By the end of the film, throughout the film, it sort of felt like it was about them both equally. It felt like it was about her in the end. To me.
Yeah, it yo-yoed a bit, but then she became the dominant.
Yeah, I really like the film. I think because I'm sort of in the vibe of 2023 films right now, and but this one wasn't on my radar, and I sort of just gave it a random shot, and I hit play on it sort of half expecting I might quit on it, just because I knew I was just going in whatever. So then I think I was so surprised by the fact I was so engaged by it. I was really, really engaged by it. So that definitely played a part. And yeah, no, I totally agree. I love the look of New York City. Love the look of the financial aspect, the environment, I just love that office and everything they do there, and the toxic tension the film builds between them is really solid, and just had me I know basically more and more I know a film's got me, and I'm gonna rate it pretty highly if I'm reacting to scenes and just reacting to scenes, in a positive way or a negative way or any way, And this film had me doing this multiple times where I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm like, physically can't look or whatever. And it's like, okay, that's a good film in my opinion. So,
Couldn't look
um,
at what?
oh, cringe, just cringe. Like characters making really bad decisions, you know? And if I'm engaging with it, then I think the film's doing its job. So, yeah. Basically, what I like to call, I'm not saying this film's anywhere near as good as Succession, but I'm just saying it's like, I call it the Succession effect, you know, where I'm like watching it squirming all the time, basically.
Yeah, there were some
Liam knows what I mean.
squirmy moments for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no, I really liked Fair Play. Actually, I thought it was quite good. Now comes the segment where we hand the show over to you with our question of the show. Last week we asked you, oh fuck, I've got the actual exact wording. What is an exotic pet you would want to have? Or what was it? What is a? It was something or exotic. What is a irregular or exotic pet you would like to own? I think is exactly what it said. My apologies on that. Some good answers, actually. Luke said, I would want an owl like Hedwig from Harry Potter. That's good. That's a good shout right there. Andy said, an irregular pet I would like to have is a duck. I think they're pretty cool to walk around with on a daily basis. Inspired by a children's show called Sarah and Duck, and also Lucy's neurotic duck Psyduck from Detective Pikachu, my favorite. Here are some visual references, including the ducks from Shaun the Sheep, because of the look of this duck is lean and slick. So join the Discord, check out the visual aids to Andy's answer. Some good looking ducks there for sure. Psyduck is a great shout. Thank you, Andy. Okay. I'm curious. I feel like I'm going to learn something about you guys in your answers here. So, Jaden.
You haven't read the Spookies?
I did.
Did you say Spookies? Am I dumb? Did you read it?
Fitzy, did I read Luke's or not?
Yes, you did.
Did you? What? No way. I just fucking lost 2 minutes of my life just then. What the fuck was that? What?
I mean, it only took 20 seconds. But anyway, Jaden.
I got a similar answer from Spooky, but for a different reason. I too would like an owl. I've always wanted an owl, but not because of Harry Potter, as you might think. It's because of I don't know if you guys ever read these, but did you ever read the Guardians of Ga'Hoole series by someone whose name I can't see on the shelf at the moment?
Never read it, but that's the Zack Snyder film, right?
Yes, you did see the film. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, lame.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Did you read the books though?
No.
Oh, dude, I loved these fucking books when I was young. Dude, it was so good. Ever since then, you know, it's a world centered around owls, and it really made me fall in love with fucking owls, and I really want an owl.
Owls are pretty dope.
A red panda would also be sick, but an owl would be nice.
Yeah, owls are pretty sick. I agree. Red panda was mine, so thank you for that. Red pandas are just phenomenal, dude. Unbelievable. Can you believe, sometimes I feel like, you know, when I don't know, kids' movies, any film, whatever, anything, makes up a fictitious, cute, yes, absolutely, shout out, a fictitious, cute little animal creature, like Pokemon. Well, I'm just talking about Pokemon. We can design our own cute little creatures. How cool is that? It's dude, one exists in real life. It's called a red panda. It's way too cute to be real, but it is somehow. So huge shout out to red pandas. I liked everyone else's answers so far, but I'm not a fan of birds, as you guys know. So that's why I couldn't really go in that direction.
The red panda community really took a hit with turning red, though. You know, they had one chance to make a good movie, and they really fucked it up. So that was unfortunate.
Poor representation.
Yeah. The movie where the red panda is the girl's period.
Yeah.
Wham.
Hey, that's not why I haven't. That makes it sound like I have an issue because of that. That's the issue with the movie.
Yeah, I'm cutting that part and just keeping what I said, Liam.
Mine is the capybara. These rodent creatures that are
What the hell? What?
They kind of
the biggest rodent in the world, right?
Are they? Oh damn! I'm seeing an image of it next to a child, and they do look pretty big. Yeah. But the I don't know. They just look like dopey kind of cute creatures.
Oh, I like these.
And they've become
yeah.
more popular. Over the last few years, I've seen them like running around on Twitter and shit. They're invading the, you know, the web. So yeah. I want a capybara, but I think they're South American. Or, I don't know, American.
They look
But I can
South
ship one
American,
over.
Mm. It's unfortunate the restrictions that are in place preventing us from owning cool pets.
Oh yeah.
But if Michael Jackson can keep a monkey, why can't I keep a fucking, a red panda?
Exactly. 100%. These are cool. I have seen these before, but like would never have been able to tell you what they were called. A cat. I've got to remember that.
Yeah.
How big a quack is Zach? Like, could you pocket one from Rottennest and just take it home?
Oh, Liam's better suited to answer that. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Mm. You probably pocket like a baby one because they exist like in the pouches or whatever.
And they don't check your pockets.
No, they don't check.
Because they don't expect you to do that.
You could bring one like a big one in a bag, like in a suitcase or like a backpack. Yeah, they don't make much sound as well, so they make for good.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. Take the baby one from its mother.
Well, you need to take two to make them
Raise
breed,
this
and then you
time.
can cause havoc on the local ecosystem here.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Exactly. Greater Geelong City Council is screwed, man. That's good. As always, we'd love you to submit your sponsors' thoughts and or reviews for next week's film in the YouTube comment section, the Instagram comment section, or join the Discord server. This week, the specific question we'll be asking you is, who in human history would you most want to have a conversation with?
Jane. Easy.
Oh, don't drop the last name on the podcast.
Shit.
That was really cute until we got dogs.
Jaden.
I like how both your last names have been exposed, but I don't want mine being exposed.
Is Liam's been exposed?
Well, because we call him Fitzy, I feel like it's not that hard to assume what the rest of it is.
Yeah, but have them thinking it's the other one.
Yeah, but don't say that because then they'll think it's the one that it is. Yeah.
But there's some options. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's still some ambiguity there. You straight up, I think it was, you might remember, Jaden.
It was
Sharknado. I don't know, but
is that what you're talking about?
For me?
For you? Oh, no. Okay, sorry.
Wait, what are you talking about? What?
Oh, when I straight up just said Finn is the character in Sharknado and you're Finn.
No, are you talking about the me and Jane episodes where I said your name?
Yes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure when I was in America, it was one of the ones I'm pretty sure I was listening when I was in America because I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in New York. I remember, and I was just listening to you guys, and like you say like Zach Finn or something, and you're like, oh, I'll cut that out, and it's like, and I'm just listening to the episode, and I'm like, oh, I obviously didn't.
I don't think I said I cut it out, but the reason I cut it in was because like it's in your letterbox. Yeah, it's in your letterbox name that's linked in every episode.
Otherwise, that's true. That's 100% true.
Cut it.
I wouldn't have cared anyway, to be honest. But that is actually 100% true. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. Wait, Jane, what's your thing?
I think I might have the trudge on it. To be honest,
trudge.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I can call you Trudge then. Jane Trudge.
Yeah.
I'd most
say Trudge. Yeah.
No, not so Trudge. That's cringe shit.
I love it. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of Cinema Effect. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Liam, what are we doing next week?
We're doing another 2023 film. We're just running through them. Trying to get as many as possible. I mean, there really aren't that many options. I think that's why I watch Fair Play because there's like 4 films I could watch on like streaming services that are good. But we're doing an Australian horror film, Talk to Me. It's directed by some former YouTubers, and it's very Australian. It's got it's set in Australia. It's got an Australian cast. It's genuine. So yeah, it's about people being possessed, I think. So cool. Should be fun. Cool.
I've got no idea what I'm getting into other than Jake's wanted to watch this movie for a while, so I'm excited about that.
Did you guys ever watch Rocco Rocco?
I was literally about to ask that. Okay. I'd never heard of them.
Oh, actually, I think I've seen. Did they do the Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of those before. Yeah.
You actually, you know what else is it? You know that meme where it's like the FBI open up and then they fucking bust the door off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's from one of their videos called How to Smoke While in Party.
Did they make that?
Yeah, that's them.
That's legendary. Damn.
Yeah.
That'll live on longer than anything they've ever.
Yeah.
It'll live on longer than the film. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'm excited to check it out. Appreciate Liam and Jana for joining me as always. Have a great rest of your week and goodbye.